this is not the place for you to be. So let's have fun, let's get messy. Throw on your unitard and come with me. Welcome to the slop. Now let's get sloppy. Let's get sloppy.
Yes, that's right. The slop is back for week number 2 of Big Brother 23. Thank you to the great Will from America for the theme song to The Slop, the show that's just for the patrons of Robin's podcast, where we get super sloppy talking about all things Big Brother. And I'm so excited to have our guest here with us today to talk about all of the nonsense in the world of Big Brother. Here she is. Surfs up or down for Kirsten MacInnis.
No, surfs up only. Rob, thank you so much for having me on Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast without Akiva. Like, what a time to be alive. I'm so excited.
What a time to be alive, yes. The Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast without Akiva has been on fire lately.
Yes.
So much to talk about here on Big Brother. Of course, Kirsten and I and Asia Welch got to talk about Survivor Millennials versus Gen X this past week. Kirsten is covering Love Island with Brian Scally. So you are just all over the CBS reality TV map.
Yeah, right now, yes, and it's a lot. And I honestly, I'm like, okay, how many more weeks of Love Island? Like, am I gonna get through this? But I would never turn down an opportunity to talk Big Brother with you. So
yes, and the bigger challenge is going to be this weekend when I'm going to be talking about Love Island with you and Brian Scally. I have a lot of Love Island to catch up on.
Well, don't worry. No one will be struggling worse than me because it will be 7 a.m. for me when we record.
Okay. All right. That's our challenge for Saturday. Our challenge for today is talking about all the nonsense here in the world of Big Brother. Of course, all week long, you can send us your submissions of things that you'd like to hear us talk about on this show. robhasawebsite.com/get sloppy. Kirsten came up with that link, and
That's
we appreciate that.
Everyone needs to know that was my idea.
Job well done. And so we get submissions from the listeners. We are going through the BB Reddit streets, Twitter, you name it, all sorts of places that we are scouring the internet for all sorts of the sloppiest Big Brother content that we can find. We will have all of that for you here today, but we have a really big episode of the Slop, Kirsten. This might be the biggest one we've ever had.
This might be the biggest episode of Rob Has a Podcast, period.
Yes. So, all right, you're in for a treat here, listeners of Rob Has a Podcast, because that we have landed a great interview here today on the Slop, because this podcast is for the patrons only. We're able to do some things that we're not able to do on the regular podcast. And so that we were able to pull some strings, and we have a great interview for you today here on the Slop. This, for the very first time in the history of Big Brother podcasting, perhaps in all of podcasting, Kirsten, that we have an exclusive with an actual Big Brother house guest.
Oh my God.
We have been able to, courtesy of our friends over at the CBS network, that they have been able to make a one-time exception for us to talk about a current house guest. And that would be none other than the man at the center of it all. Mr. Brandon French is joining us here live. Let's go ahead. Frenchie.
Hang on.
Yes.
Hold on. Got to get my camera. Hold on. Hang on.
Camera is off, Frenchie.
All right,
yes.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Look, Rob.
Brandon.
I know how it is.
Frenchie,
I know how it is.
French.
I'm here to set everything straight. I know the fans love me. I'm sure they're all doing everything they can to keep me in the house, but it's okay. It's all part of my master plan. The Frenchman, he always knows what's going on.
Frenchie. Wow. It is a real treat to talk to you for the potentially the first of 2 times this week.
First of many times.
Look. This game, I go in the house, it's like a bunch of chickens. Some people can keep them in line, but sometimes you need to call a farmer to keep everything from going the way, this way and that. You don't have a chicken farmer. What do you have, Rob? What? Group of random chickens. And we don't want chickens running in every direction, having their own conversations, clucking over here, making different choices. No, You need a farmer to keep them in track. And when I was HOH, that's how I played it. Got all the chickens in one big group with a solid group of male chickens in the middle because that's what the fans like. That's what works. And I know what the
slow
fans like.
down.
I've been
Frenchie,
on Twitter.
slow down.
I've been on Big Brother Facebook pages too, and that's even where I get more of my ideas.
Frenchie, you're all over the place. You're all over the place.
Can I ask Frenchie a question? Actually, it's very important to me. So would you say, Frenchie, you've kept your ducks in a row, or is it only chickens that you care about?
Ducks, chickens, sheep, we got them all. A lot of sheep in this house too, let me tell you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Frenchie, okay. You have certainly made a big impression on all of the Big Brother fandom over the course of this summer. That what is it like to go from being a super fan to in the house?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm a super fan outside the house, super fan in the house. I know this. Look, I know I've been watching Big Brother. I've been all over on the Twitter streets, and I know you follow all the favorites. You got Sam, you got Raven. I know they're having parties for Raven. I expect them to have parties for me. That's what I came in to do. Look, I had a multi-step plan.
Yes.
Okay, I had a multi-step plan. You get involved in Big Brother Twitter. You write a notebook containing a master plan. You get on Big Brother claiming to be a super fan, make promises, get noticed, win HOH, target the meatheads, then twist, befriend the meatheads. That's what everyone's really looking for.
Yeah.
All right, crash and burn. Some people might be saying that. No. It's all on purpose. Blow up the big alliance you created, because that's what the fans like even more. To blow up a big alliance, you got to create that alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah, get on the block week 2, but it's okay. More notoriety, more fame. That's what you want. You got to stay in the public eye. You know how it is. Never mind. We don't need power. We got Frenchie. So we're gonna throw the competitions. After we prove that we won them, because first we were a threat, and now we need to see that we have some humility. Because Frenchie's got humility, and you can take that to the grave. You can take that to the bank.
Bank or the grave, either one.
Or either one. Now when I have information, I take it to the grave. But I'm gonna tell you that I have it because you got to know that I'm in the know.
How would you know? I don't
know if you know this. I don't know if they put it on the show yet. You'll see it. You'll see it all when it comes out on the show.
Frenchie.
When it comes out on the show, you'll see it.
Yes. So Frenchie, it sounds like what you're saying is that this was all part of the plan.
Well, of course it was part of the plan. Now look. Being on Big Brother, that's small potatoes. That's not really why we're here. We all know that the real reason to go on Big Brother, the right reasons, are to get into that podcasting game afterwards.
Oh, so
you're starting a podcast?
You are starting a podcast, Frenchie. Well,
here's the thing. I think that it's a real shame that, that all the podcasting out there, it's a bunch of men, and they're cornering the market. So I figure if I can get in on the podcasting game, I can get more women in on the podcasting game. They need me to help get the women in on the podcast. Like Kirsten, I bet you're just up and comer, beginner podcaster, but I can help you. We can make a podcasting alliance.
Yes.
I really need the help. What should we call our podcasting alliance, Frenchie?
Well, anything that involves slaughtering is really what I'm known for.
Right. That really brings the women in, right?
It brings the
women love
slaughtering animals. Yeah.
I've taken many females on dates to the slaughterhouse, and they're very impressed. Let me tell you.
How many females made it out of the slaughterhouse, Frenchie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, probably all of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
I'd have to check. Now about my notebook that I wrote pre-season.
Yeah.
About with all my trips and tricks and tips.
Yes.
For winning the Big Brother game, but that's not the only book that I wrote pre-season. Yes. I got this other book over here that I'm working on. Farm Fresh Mad Libs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it goes something like this. Let me just do this. So you got like I feel like, and I'm gonna need a verb ending in ing.
Mm-hmm.
Frenching.
Sure, that works. Frenching. Okay, great. I'm gonna need a direction. A direction, like a compass, or you're like up, down, left, and right. One
like
of them.
Northeast.
Sure. Perfect. The more complicated you can make it, the more it sounds like a random word generator. That's what we're looking for here. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna need a body part, human or animal, doesn't matter.
Hoof.
Right. And then I'm gonna need an animal, maybe something you find on the farm.
How about a lightning bug?
Oh, perfect. Okay, so for example, we got here like I feel like Frenching the northeast side hoof of a lightning bug. Makes total sense, right?
Yeah.
And that's how you get all your phrases.
Could you use
that
that
you can use on the
in
farm.
context so we know how to use that, Frenchie?
Well, sure. If you're like like if you're really really ticked off about something, right? You might feel like Frenching the northeast side hoof of a lightning bug.
That's good.
You know how
That's
it
who
is.
he's sweeping the
Yeah.
nation.
Yeah. Frenchie. So
I got more where that came from. So you just look out for Frenchie's website.
yeah.
That I get my people on that. I'm sure they're already on that.
Yeah, your
Now-
people?
Well, yeah, all the farmers on Twitter. I'm sure that they're all working together with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, we got all the daggone farmers. You know how it is.
Yes.
Now we have a suggestion, Frenchie, for a name for our podcast. Could we be the French Kiskowskis?
Oh, I don't know about what this Kowski part's got to deal with it, but I mean, I feel like anything like that. That sounds. I like French. Anything
Yeah.
you can do with my name.
Kowski sounds a little bit like too on the nose with all the farming.
I think so. Plus, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about any Kowski, but here's the thing about our all our podcasting alliance we got to get in on. Like, I hate the fact that podcasting's such a man's world. All those meathead podcasters, you know how it is, Rob. All the meathead worst. Don't get me started. Now,
I'm always talking about how Rob is such a meathead.
There's only one thing worse than a meathead podcaster. You know what that is?
What is it?
You know what that is? That's a showmancing podcaster. Listen, you, me, and Rob, we can start this podcasting alliance. And we can add in Kirsten. I mean, we don't need to tell her that like it's just for show with her, but you know what I mean? Right.
Sure.
And then we'll blame it on Kirsten if it ever gets found out. That's how that'll work. You didn't hear that, Kirsten. We can take down all those filthy showmancing podcasters. Puya and Liana. We're coming for them.
Taryn and Jacob.
Yeah, exactly. Them too. Coming right for them.
Wow, Frenchie, your mind never stops working.
Like 100 miles an hour. It's because I don't sleep. It's because every night before bed, I take an injection of 5-hour energy.
You inject it. You don't even,
No.
because I people normally drink it. You inject it right into your veins.
Well, let me tell you, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that thing in the bathroom can do. With the spritzer water,
Oh, the
doesn't have to be
bidet.
water. Yes.
You put 5-hour energy drink into the bidet.
Now,
And
Gets into the bloodstream faster.
is
that
there any
orally?
truth?
You take it, you get the injection? Yeah.
No, Frenchie, is there any truth to the people who think that you drank 25-hour energies to get 100 continuous hours of energy last week?
No, see, I get them specially made. They're called 25-hour energies.
Mhm.
It's for that one extra hour in the day. That's the Frenchie hour.
Yes. Okay. You've changed the space-time continuum, Frenchie.
Yeah. That's when you're feeling a little bit low.
Yeah. Frenchie, how's the campaign going? What are the prospects looking like for you to stay in the house for Thursday?
I mean, it's okay either way. I mean, I feel like I've made an impression, which was the point. But I mean, you tell me. I'm sure, like I'm doing good, right? I'm sure everybody on the outside, like I know everybody on the inside loves Frenchie because there's nothing like last week, right? I love Kylan so much that I put him on the block, and now he's just returning the favor. It's all love. It's all love in this. You know, you gotta make alliances, and you gotta make alliances with everybody. And this week, I got all my alliances. And you may think I'm blowing up the alliances, but I don't. I got them. I got them locked in, and all of my moves, everything I know what's going on in this house.
Frenchie, it's been such a whirlwind to have you on our lives and in the Big Brother world. Is there anything you want the fans to know?
Yeah. Check out the Frenchie merch. Like I said, check out the podcasting that's going to be happening.
Well,
I'm sure
Frenchie, you have merch?
Yeah, I mean, well, we got the Mad Libs, and then we got all the shirts. You know, French kisses, French you, what up in the French. We just got one that says "Daggone." That one's my favorite. We got the one about the ducks going this way and that. I'm just assuming that everything I say, some of my people are on it, writing it down, slapping it on a t-shirt.
Wow, Kirsten, do you have anything else for Frenchie?
I want Frenchie to know that we are rooting for you. We are all rooting for you.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, I know this. I know that this may come as a shock to you, but the producers, we've already been in talks. We've been in talks about like another All-Star season coming up soon, and they think
the last
they think
one,
I'm
everybody
a lock.
loved it. Yeah.
Everybody, I mean, I loved it. I'm sure y'all saw my tweets. I love the last season.
A true
And
super fan.
yeah, and they said that they said that me and Derek F have been so much, me and Big D been so much like last year's, Cody and Memphis, and when we're like Derek and Memphis, we're like all the fan favorite pairs, and so they're just gonna bring me back. Just to do that. They've been saying they might bring me back just like halfway through this season as well. I don't need a battle back. They'll just put me back in.
Wow. Frenchie, any regrets about not taking the 2 weeks of safety?
Oh no. No. Nobody likes it when someone's safe that long. You don't want to be safe. You don't want to be safe. No.
Yeah. All right. Frenchie, anything you want to promote or plug before you go?
Yeah, just I'm sure my people will be on it, but get on that, and just remember hashtag save Brittany and Frenchie. Get that trending.
Save both
right
of you.
up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, look, that we know that they need me in the house to keep the females safe, and so you save both me and Brittany, and then you just actually save me. But we gotta keep it. Got to keep it out there.
Okay. Well, Frenchie, I know you got a lot going on in the house. You got to get back to. Kirsten, anything else for Frenchie?
No, my people will actually talk to Frenchie's people after this.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's been great getting on here, and everybody else. I mean, I'm sure that this was probably the best part of the podcast. So feel free to just drop off after this.
Yeah, the ratings will fall off after this for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Frenchie, talk to you soon. Okay.
All right. Talk to you later, Kirsten. Yep. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wow. Kirsten, can you believe that?
I'm going to give you some free advice, Rob.
Yeah.
Do not give that man your cell phone number. He will be FaceTiming you a lot if you give him access. Do not give him that opportunity.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, I really do appreciate thanks to everybody over at CBS who made this possible for us to get the chance to speak with Frenchie. Then maybe we'll talk to him again on Friday.
And this is so weird. The chat just keeps talking about Mary. No, she's my co-host on Kowski Cast. I'm Kirsten. Mary's not here. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe Mary had a little lamb. Maybe it's a farm reference.
Oh, maybe. That makes sense.
Okay. All right. So thanks again to Frenchie for being here with us on the Slop. All right, Kirsten, let's get into talking about some of the sloppiest things this week. Yes. This was something that was very fun, which came up on Twitter. Of course, that's really where the best stuff is during the Big Brother season on Twitter. And so we became alerted to a Twitter thread, which was very, very fun about somebody. Let me go ahead and bring up this Twitter thread on the screen. This is a person named Autumn Updates at BB Gossiper went ahead and said that they were going to give us what store in the mall does each Big Brother contestant most remind us of.
Yes, but now we need to be specific. This isn't just places in a mall. This is places in Autumn Updates local mall. It's about a specific mall, but we don't know which mall that is.
Okay, so it can't just be any store. It has to be in this specific mall that she goes to.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Places in my local mall that I associate with each house guest. A thread. Yes. I like that she had the thread emoji. A real spool of lies.
Yes, that's the new thing is that you put the spool of thread when you have a thread. So in case you didn't know, that's a thing now.
All right. First one up is Kyland. Is the Build-A-Bear workshop. Is it because I view him as a giant teddy bear? Probably. Childlike and new best friend energy. All right. Buying or selling Build-A-Bear workshop.
I'm going to buy it, but here's the thing. Is it because Frenchie built Kyland into the Big Brother player that he is today by nominating him last week? It's possible.
Yeah. I'm not a big Build-A-Bear guy.
I've built a bear in my time.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever... once I went to Build-A-Bear with someone and they were building a bear for their long distance boyfriend. And so you can do the thing where you record your voice into it.
Creepy.
But instead of being like cutesy, she's like, oh, his name was also Robert. That's so funny. She's like, hi, Robert. I love you.
Talking to bear voice. Yeah.
And so then the bear, he gets this cute bear, like, oh, press me. I get to hear my girlfriend's voice. And it's that demon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nicole gave me a Build-A-Bear once. I think it was, I don't know if it was when I was going to Survivor All-Stars or when I came back from Survivor All-Stars. She had gone and gave me the Build-A-Bear and then gave it to me. And then, like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I'm a grown-ass man.
Like,
What,
you're
I
a
have a
man.
teddy bear? What do I do with this?
Your bed. You just keep it
Put
on
it
your
on my
bed.
bed?
Just
Oh
sleep
my
with it
God.
at night.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, what I don't like. I appreciate the thought, but you know, what am I doing with the stuffed animal?
I don't know. Talk to like Haley Strong and Lita Brillman have stuffed animals. I'll tell you what to do.
Okay. All right. So all right, fine. Kylan is Build-A-Bear.
Yes.
Let's keep going. Okay.
Yes.
After the Build-A-Bear workshop, we have Brittany. She is the Bath and Body Works. First of all, I can imagine her having 2.3 million mini lotions and hand sanitizers. She's peppy, full of energy, likely smells strongly of vanilla bean. She's
Okay.
the big ass coupon your mom is excited to get in the mail.
Now, okay, I think that there's an argument to be made that Brittany would smell like sweet pea, which I think is one of the most famous Bath and Body Works scents. Have you ever been to Bath and Body Works, Rob?
I have that. I kind of thought they were out of business. Is that still a
Oh my
thriving?
God.
They're still
Bath
going
and
strong.
Body Works is like, if you're gonna go to the mall and there's gonna be like two random women getting in a fist fight, it's probably happening at Bath and Body Works. So that
Yeah.
also ties in with Brittany's martial
I think I've
arts
seen a
skills.
recent video of a fight breaking out in Bath and Body Works.
Yeah, because they've got those 3-wick candles. They've got all the lotions. I feel like they were thriving during COVID with all their hand sanitizers.
Mhm.
Like they have everything. So here's the question though. Does Brittany have it all?
Does she have it all? I mean,
Because if she doesn't, she can't be Bath and Body Works.
she doesn't scream Bath and Body Works to me.
I feel like Brittany would be more like if you go to like a gift shop, like the one that sells like tiny porcelain dolls, like the one where there's like the growing up girls where it's like, here's the baby, the 1 year, the 2 year. I feel like she's a store that sells ceramic like knickknacks.
Ceramic knickknacks.
Yeah.
What's the name of that store?
Well, I feel like it's normally at like card shops. Like in Canada, it would be at like Carlton Cards, but I don't think that's a store in America.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next one here.
Okay.
And here is that Brent is GNC. Overpriced and kind of douchey. Great if you have a bulky bro. Not so much if you're anyone else. A place to shop if your entire persona is based on looks. Bland interior. Gonna tell you about his favorite protein powder. You didn't ask. It's a good one.
Okay.
Nailed it.
Well,
Yeah.
you work out quite a bit, Rob. Do you get your supplements from GNC?
So I don't, but that's because I'm cheap. And I find that GNC is probably a very overpriced store. So I'll probably buy stuff like online. I don't want to go. I don't think I've been in a GNC probably in like 15 years.
So you don't want to support like small local businesses like GNC?
That's right. I'm sorry. I don't mean
Okay.
to like hurt the mom and pop GNC stores around the North America.
How dare you? I can't believe like you are the reason for the economy failing if you're shopping online.
Is GNC in trouble?
No, I think there's enough like gym bros most places. Like most of the time, like you want your creatine and you want it now. You can't wait for shipping. Like,
Yeah.
come on. You think they're planning ahead to order when they're running low?
That's a good point. Are you
on.
buying Brent as GNC?
I could see like the thing is like I get it with like the overpriced and douchey, but like, is Brent like that fit?
I'm not gonna fit shame him.
I just don't know. Like it's not. I don't look at him that way, so I just don't know.
Okay, let's go to our next one. Let's talk about Claire. Okay.
Yes.
Claire is H&M, trendy, reliable, checks all the boxes, cute in budget, even recycling your old clothes. They truly have the basic pieces we're looking for without the tacky sayings slapped on like at Forever 21. They deliver what they promise. Clap emoji, hashtag BB23.
I am hoping that this is not accurate, because if it is, then it's going to look really good for like 3 days. But the second you wash it, it's going to fall apart. And I don't want that to happen to Claire's
yeah.
game.
Yeah, no, that these cheap items sometimes they don't stand the test of time.
Cheap for a reason.
Yeah, do you think that could be potentially the superfan curse?
I refuse to accept any superfan curse when we've got Claire and Tiffany in the house. I'm pretty sure that all my friends would smack me if I tried to say there was a curse. Though no, those two are making it obviously to the final 2 together.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, let's talk about Xavier. Xavier, according to Autumn Updates, is the sharper image. God, I would love to receive a massage from that place.
Now,
Even for those with expensive taste, also has a fun and playful side.
I gotta tell you, I have no effing clue what sharper image is.
No Frenching clue, right?
And no Frenching clue.
Yes.
So, I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, I could speak to it.
Okay.
You ever like go on an airplane and then there's like a catalog of like all the things that you could order in the air mall?
Oh, like
Yeah.
Sky Mall.
Sky Mall, yeah.
Wouldn't Sky Mall be Brent?
Well, yes, technically, if it was the Sky Mall, but again, we don't know what stores are at this local mall. But the sharper image, yeah, I mean, it feels like that you're buying like a lot of like weird stuff here. I don't know. It doesn't scream Xavier to me.
Yeah, I feel like Xavier is clearly the hat store where you get all your bucket hats.
Yes,
Like, what else could he possibly be? There's a store in Victoria called Roberta's Hats, and I think Xavier would obviously be that.
Could be Roberta's hats.
Roberta's Hats.
All right. Then we have Asa, and according to Autumn, this is Aunt Annie's Pretzels. Aunt Annie's Pretzels, an institution that can do no wrong, a staple of every shopping center, sweet to the core, feels like pure friendship, could hang out there all day. She ensures we are being fed, an angel with the halo and all.
See, and what's really good about that is the pretzels are all twisted up, just like Asa has been about the whole Frenchie situation.
How salty is Asa?
I mean,
doesn't seem that salty.
She doesn't seem that salty. That's a good point. But does Auntie Anne's Auntie Anne's have like sweet pretzels as well? Could she be like a cinnamon sugar pretzel?
Probably. Yes. Okay. I apologize. Puya is correcting us. It's Auntie Anne's, not Aunt Annie. Sorry about that.
Auntie
I'm talking about food on a
Annie's.
podcast, Puya. Give me some credit here.
Yes,
Auntie.
we've got confirmation. They're cinnamon sugar pretzels.
Okay. She might be the cinnamon sugar.
Yeah, so I'll take that. Not salty at all, though. Come on.
All right. Then this is a good one. So Travis is Pat's son. The only thing that I know about this place is that it's beachy vibes. Not particularly offensive, but I wouldn't miss it if it was gone. Non-existent marketing, in all honesty. They're not fighting to draw you in.
I mean, the way she's describing the store sounds like Travis, but wouldn't Travis be like Hollister?
Well, I think that Hollister is going to come up later on in the list. I think.
I've got some concerns. Then I feel like Travis is. I feel like Travis. Shirtless for no reason. Weird smell. I guess that could be Abercrombie and Fitch could work for him. Because didn't they always have like the weird shirtless models back in the day?
Yes, they did. I don't know. Are they still around?
Oh, they're still around.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think the shirtless models are, though. I think that got canceled.
They don't even have shirtless models anymore.
But I think their shopping bags still have like a male torso on it, just like abs.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's a
timeless.
classic.
Here's your Hollister store. Alyssa is the Hollister store. The largest size jean is a 6. They judge the French out of you. Heavy middle school energy, overpriced for no reason. Works there to get to know hot guys. Should have left this energy in 2006. We'll look you up and down if you ask for a smaller size.
Well, here's the thing is I think that Hollister has like changed their game. I think that they've expanded their sizes.
So they're more Travis than Alyssa now, you're saying?
I think they're more Travis than Alyssa now. I think, Travis does not discriminate and Hollister no longer does based on size,
Mm-hmm.
Because I think now you could get like a size 10 there probably. And with vanity sizing, it's pretty expanded. Obviously, everyone could shop there. Duh.
Okay. All right. How about this one? This is Whitney. Whitney is the Victoria's Secret outlet, mostly because I feel like it would smell like the pink body mists. Contains
Okay.
more items for the man than the woman, in all honesty. You've been arm deep in the panty bin for 6 minutes and still haven't found something you like.
Yeah, all the sizes are wrong. It's a disaster because it's all been picked over.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Whitney smelling like the pink body mists. Like a first year women's dorm room is what this smells like. And I could see Whitney having that energy.
That's very specific.
Yeah, it's very specific.
Yeah. Okay. A couple more. Christian is Finish Line, according to Autumn. Yes.
Like Autumn, I have also never heard of this store, and I now know it exists.
Yes. Seems like a Foot Locker. I have absolutely no reason to go in this store. I don't know anything about this store. It just exists. Probably just making a pair of Nikes or marking a pair of Nikes up by 20% just because they can.
I mean, isn't that what you do when you sell Nikes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, does Christian scream athletic apparel?
I mean, I think the thing is that this store looks so bland, and Christian truly screams nothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has so many different looks. He could be a different store every day.
That's the secret.
Mm-hmm.
So which day of the week would this be? Like, is this like Monday? Like he's sleepy on Mondays, like having trouble?
Maybe he's like going like and working out, like in athletic apparel.
Start the week right.
Gym shorts, sneakers, that sort of thing.
Gym shorts and
Okay,
sneakers.
let's talk about Derek X. And Derek X is GameStop to the moon. Despite having no actual reason to do so, I want to invest. We buy the stock because we like the stock, not because it's even good. Even if they close their doors, will always be worth $600 a share in my eyes. A fun time. Are we worried about anybody shorting the BB stock watch? Like, could the Redditors decide to just completely blow up the values of any particular stock, or because that the round table also gives their ratings? It's Reddit proof.
Yeah, the only way to really impact it is you have to adjust Taryn's opinion. So I think if people
retail investors will never be able to sway it.
If the retail investors, it'll mean nothing. But if you want to really, change Taryn's mind, what you need to do is you need to bribe all of the live feed updaters, okay? And we will incept
day by
Taryn day by day. Yes, with why Derek X is so good, until eventually he gives him a 10 on the stock watch, and he gets 10s across the board. The value jumps sky high, and then we all jump out right as he's getting in on the ground floor, and then that's how Taryn loses the stopwatch.
It's a brilliant plan.
It's what could go wrong.
Okay, how about Derek F. is Panda Express. This sounds so good and so funny in the moment. You can't help but be attracted to the smell of this delightful, upbeat orange chicken. But when you're on the toilet with your head between your knees later, you'll regret it. The betrayal.
Yeah, Derek F. has betrayed us all, so I'll take it.
Yeah, I like that she says that Panda Express, this sounds so good and so funny in the moment. Is that like let's go to Panda Express, it'll be hilarious?
Yeah, it's what could be a funnier joke than just the name of a food court restaurant being called Panda Express?
Yeah.
What could it be?
All right, let's talk about Tiffany. Tiffany here is the Cheesecake Factory. This could be a deal breaker for Chappelle. Cheesecake Factory. Yes, everything you could have ever wanted is on that menu and more. Free bread plus cheesecake flavor for any taste. You beg your mom to take you here on your birthday. Nothing but good vibes. A true treat.
No, take it back. Take it back, Autumn Updates. How dare you slander Tiffany in this way? Cheesecake Factory has all of those things on the menu, but none of them are good, and Tiffany is perfect. So how dare you?
Nothing is good at the Cheesecake Factory?
It's like fine. It's all fine.
It's fine. Yeah. I'm a fan.
Better than that. Come on.
I like Tiffany and the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, but you have to like Tiffany more. Chappelle's gonna get mad at you for this, Rob, if you don't start backtracking.
I said that he's not gonna like this. That That's all. I'm like sorry.
I know. I definitely have talked about this thread with Chappelle, and I feel like he was like the slander.
I'm sure he was not happy. All right. Let's do one more. This Frenchie is the mall. Bless you. Mall kiosk hair straightener. Crazy as French, stalking you throughout the mall.
Yes.
Will call you beautiful, then yell at you for being a biatch when you don't stop walking, grabbing your hair without consent. No one likes this, yet it's still somehow in business. Now, is this a real thing, or is this just something that personal that happened to Autumn Updates?
No, it's real. And you'll be like walking through the mall and then like grab your hair and be like, oh, have you ever straightened your hair before? Oh, have you ever curled your hair? We could curl it with this too. Like, come back. Like, oh, hi, beautiful. Do you want to straighten your hair? Come here. It's horrible. It's just like the, sometimes at the holidays, there will also be a mall kiosk that's like, skincare products from the Dead Sea, and they'll be like, oh, do you want this lotion? Like, let me put lotion on your hands. And it's like, don't touch me. I'm walking.
Mm-hmm.
But my sister and I have determined the perfect way. And I'm going to pass this information for free along to the audience to keep mall kiosks, people with clipboards trying to get your signature, any of that, how to keep them from bothering you forever. You have two options. Okay. The first option, you fake a fight with whoever you're with. If you're alone, you have headphones and you're on the phone. As soon as you are about 4 feet away, you start, are you kidding me? Are you serious? We've talked about this 1,000 times and you're doing this to me again? Again, you do this to me? How dare you? You're so stupid. What is wrong with you? And then as soon as you get past, fight's over, but they will not approach if you are yelling at each other. That's the first option. Okay.
Brilliant. Yes.
100% success rate. I did it just the other day. And I'm not kidding. If you think I'm kidding, no, I literally did this on Saturday.
Yeah.
The other option, of course, is just go, sorry, I have ice cream in the car, and just keep walking. No one asks any questions if you've got ice cream in the car.
Wow. Kirsten, and could these, if that is the equivalent of Frenchie in the house, could you use these for the Big Brother house?
I think absolutely.
What's the equivalent of I have ice cream in the car for Big Brother?
Okay, so say Frenchie like accosts you in the bathroom and you're like washing your hands. Like, sorry. I just made myself a slop shake and it's gonna be gross if I don't get to it right now.
I left it in the sun.
Yeah, I left it in the sun. Yeah. What I think you could, even with Frenchie, you could say, sorry, I have ice cream in the car. And I think that he would buy it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He just finds somebody else.
Yeah, like he really, you just need to kind of like turn Frenchie around and he'll go do something else.
Look, who's that? Is that Derek X? Like, and then you just run for it. Yeah.
Be like, oh, I heard when he doesn't want to cuddle you, and then he'll go deal with that instead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, speaking of Frenchie, he is up on the block this week.
Yes.
And he is on the block with Brittany. And this was something that also came via social media over on, I think this came to us from Instagram. And so, of course, Brittany's family very supportive of her time in the Big Brother house. And we got a screen grab of a post that Brittany's mom made to support her daughter on the block. And it's a little unusual. So we want to share it here with you here on the Slop. Okay, here it is. So it says in a cursive, unfortunately, our girl is on the block this week, but she is not the intended target. Sending our support for her during this, is that stressful?
Stressful week.
I thought it said shameful.
I mean, no, it's not like Alyssa's friends wrote the post or anything like that.
You've got this, Brittany. A lot of people felt like that. This seemed like that Brittany had passed.
It does, like, especially with the butterflies over it and the heart. Like, it really looks like a post that someone makes when someone has passed on. I also really like that there are many photos of Brittany and Frenchie on the internet that you could use. Why are you using these ones that say nominated on top where it gets cropped so you can't even tell that that's what it said?
Yeah.
Like Nate just says nominated.
Yeah, I just like dominate. Yeah, I couldn't figure out.
Not dominated.
Dominate. Yeah, I couldn't figure out what the word was for a minute. It took me a second.
Yeah, it looks like an in memoriam.
Yeah,
it's troubling.
Well, now, was the issue here that the mom maybe couldn't find a picture that did not have the two of them? Like, why put Frenchie into the support post?
I mean, here's the well, first of all, because get hashtag save Britney and Frenchie trending. Come on.
Yes.
But I think based on just this post, I don't think there's really any social media literacy going on, and that could extend to the internet. She might not know how to Google her daughter or the Big Brother 23 cast.
Yes. I do like that number one top at the list, liked by Tommy Bracco.
Of course he did. He's so positive.
He's positive. He's very supportive of
supporting
of Britney. So
very like Tommy to support like the two people that the fan base absolutely does not want to see succeed.
Okay. So that's what's going on with Britney.
She calls herself Mama D.
Mama D.
Yeah, look at the post. Hey, this is Mama D.
I guess. I guess that she is on her Britney's Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mama D.
All right. So I guess people didn't like Britney's mom's Instagram post.
Sorry. Wow.
Okay. Well, look, we're just reporting what people want us to talk about on the Slop.
Yeah, we're just journalists.
Yeah.
It's very serious.
Do.
Come on.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah. Kirsten, you famously have a catchphrase of "Surf's Up."
Right.
Travis was the surfer on the season. He is out of the house. Any thoughts on Travis?
See, no, I don't have any thoughts on Travis because he didn't give me anything to think about. He's so bland.
Yeah. Well,
like what am I supposed to think about Travis? Like, honestly, tell me, what opinion am I supposed to be holding?
Yeah. I don't know. It's
like,
interesting. Well, I don't even know why he wanted to be there.
I don't understand how that man got through casting. Like, there's nothing unique about him. The only thing that will happen is if he starts saying "Surf's Up," then we're gonna have beef, and I will have to physically fight him. You know, like that's the only situation where I'll actually have thoughts on him.
I don't even know how they got him to be on the show.
Yeah, where did he come from?
I don't know.
He just like stumble into a bar? Like, I don't get it.
He didn't seem like he was interested in being there. I don't really know even like how they told him that this was what he was doing.
I don't understand it. Like, did he know he did it?
I think he knows he did it.
Like, does he know?
Travis, that he made the rounds. Of course, Taryn and I talked to him on Friday, but he did a interview or they had him do a video for the CBS Big Brother Instagram, and he was asked a couple of questions. I thought he had some interesting responses.
Okay.
So here's a little bit of Travis. This is Travis on the Instagram talking about who would he target if he was to remain in the house.
Okay.
Had an opportunity to come back into the Big Brother house, I would probably target Christian first, just because the man looks a lot like me, except more handsome. He's really sociable, and he seems like a hell of a competitor. All really spooky things in the Big Bro house.
It's too spooky.
That's too spooky.
I love calling things spooky.
Now, when he says that the spooky is good, spooky is scary the other competitor?
No, he's too scared of Christian. It's too spooky to go up against him, so he'd have to get him out.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
very
no.
spooky. Very spooky.
It's too spooky. I hope this podcast isn't too spooky.
Yeah. So, I mean, he also said in my interview with Taryn, he said that he loved Derek X. He said he was his royal goon. I
don't understand what that means.
Wait, I don't understand.
Does anybody know?
I
Somebody
need a
help
Travis to English dictionary. That he's Gen Z.
Oh, is that it? I'm just too old now to know what the kids are saying these days.
Yeah. So,
sheesh.
I don't know. So here's another one from Travis. They asked him about what was it like to meet Julie Chen Moonves, because that's what everybody
I would love to know.
What's it like to meet Julie Chen Moonves?
Meeting and talking to Julia was an absolute trip. I mean, I know everyone's kind of gone gaga over her every season, and I was like,
is that true? Has everybody gone gaga over Julie Chen Moonves every season?
I can't think like what's going gaga. Maybe we have to maybe we have a different definition of that than what Travis does, because he is speaking another language.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I feel like where's TikTok Nicole to be our
She
youth
made an impression on
correspondent?
him. That's all we know. But listen to how he describes her.
But she
oh,
doesn't
whatever, I'll play it cool. I won't be super starstruck. And then she was like, she looked like a spirit kind of floating on the stage the first time I saw her. I was like, oh my God, this is like.
That's spooky.
That's spooky, right? She looked like a spirit floating on the stage.
I guess she is very ethereal. No.
I've never heard anybody.
Wearing?
Yeah. Well, she did have sort of like a flowing, like I was like, is that a cape? But it's sort of just like she had like long, like hanging parts off of the arm.
Okay.
Cape like. So that Julie Chen Moonves clearly made an impression on Travis.
But so do we think, though, is it possible that Julie Chen is a spirit? Has she been this whole time? Is she like the ghost of like Big Brother past, or?
I'm not sure that she is the voice of Big Brother past, present, and future. So interesting. Did we find out that Julie Chen Moonves really was a ghost the whole time? Was she a hologram?
Sorry, someone in the Facebook chat just said Julie Chen spook vest. That's good.
Yeah. So Julie Chen Moonves obviously made a big impression on Travis. So check this out. This is one of our very sleuthy podcast listeners spotted this over on Travis's Instagram. So Travis was spotted in the airport flying back to Hawaii. Here he is, but let's take a look at this photo of Travis, and of course that here he is wearing sort of like this tie-dye hoodie with some fans. This woman spotted Travis, said he was just as nice and genuine in real life as I thought he'd be. But check out this shirt he's wearing.
Yes.
Faith Center? Is that what it says?
I think so.
Yeah, Faith Center. Okay, sure. Is it like a building? Like I'll be at the Faith Center.
Faith Center. Yeah, exactly.
That's the joke. So
no, I think there's more to it.
Yeah, check this out. So this is from CCTV on Twitter, who spotted that actually this is Julie Chen Moonves merch.
Oh my God.
Julie, is she giving swag to the contestants when they get voted out?
From beyond the grave, even.
A giveaway.
Yeah. Okay. What does this say? It says Faith Center Co. What's Faith Center Co? Not a church.
I think it's like the slaughterhouse. I think it's
merch. Created by God-loving people for all people. Made in Los Angeles. So the Faith Center, I guess, is like the factory where these tie-dye hoodies are made.
Faith Center is a place?
It seems to be. And they sell a lot of their merch is just like very like tan or off-white hoodies and sweatpants that say Faith Center. This looks like a cult on their Instagram page. It's a little spooky for me.
Let's see.
It's Instagram.com/Faith Center Co.
Faith Center Co.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So should I look at their Instagram?
Oh yeah. Like tell me that these pictures don't look like a cult.
Yeah. Should we be worried for Julie Chen Moonves?
Maybe. Honestly, maybe.
I mean, this seems weird. Like I thought like this was her merch. She's giving away the Faith Center merch, the contestants on the show. Like, this is like very like leftovers-y.
Right? Scroll down a little bit. There's the group in the tree, and then this group on the grass. Like that. You're in a cult. Call your dad. Like, you're in danger here.
Yeah. Okay. I like this one. Let go, let God. Yeah.
Oh, that's isn't that Denise Stapley's tattoos?
I'm not sure. I think that Let Go is one. I don't think the other one is Let God. I gotta
Missed
log in.
opportunity. Do you think she could get laser removal on the other one to
I
fix it?
don't know, but yeah, this is wild stuff, and of course, yeah,
It's a developing story.
yeah. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this. What's going on with Julie Chen
Yeah,
Moonves and Faith Center?
I think Julie Chen Moonves she's gonna send the people out with a very religious hoodie, a Bible, and a little pat on the back, and then they get sent home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, but like she made an impression on Travis. He wore it. He's an influencer.
Well, it's tie-dye, and tie-dye is very trendy right now. I think you could probably get a Gen Z to wear anything tie-dyed. Like, that's a good way to,
this could be time to bring Rupert back.
Honestly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, just bring Laura Bonham back. We don't need Rupert anymore.
Okay. So yeah, that's what's going on over on social media. One other story to talk about. Remember Meg Malley from BB23?
Yeah, my winner pick, I think.
Yes. Okay. So Grandma Meg, as she was affectionately known, that she is actually marrying Mike Holloway of Survivor Worlds Apart fame.
Right.
That she was famously good friends with Survivor star Andrea Belke, and of course, a great friend of the podcast. And so Andrea was part of a Meg Malley bachelorette party that happened this weekend. And the theme of the bachelorette party was Everybody is Meg.
Hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here's a little excerpt from what this was like on the Instagram. Everybody is Meg.
I love how they chose just one version of Meg.
Yes. They went out all dressed as Meg Malley from
her
BB23.
cast photo. That's her cast photo outfit as well. The like jean vest.
Yes, here's Andrea, and then they went out there. There she is, Grandma Meg.
That's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been really funny though if they had all been dressed as Meg, but there had been like different looks. Like this is Meg hitting her face during OTEV. Mm-hmm. This is Meg in a flirtmance with James Hewling.
Yeah.
They could have really gone with it, and then they could do the TikTok of like, I think cast photo Meg will get the most drunk. I think OTEV Meg will get the most drunk.
Kirsten, so I think that they're onto something. This could be the new trend in bachelorette parties, and I'm wondering that sometime down the road, once you meet your Prince Charming, what do you think of the Kirsten MacInnis bachelorette party? Everybody is in all black leather.
Yes.
Flames everywhere.
Sorted. Absolutely. Get your red lipstick, bitches. That's right. Yep. We're going to curl your hair way too tight. Mm-hmm. You are going to wear an aggressive face of makeup.
Yeah.
You are going to have a red lip, and you are going to wear a $16 fake leather dress from Forever 21. You are going to wear a fake leather jacket from Zara, and you are going to wear the most painful shoes from Call It Spring in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That outfit will be provided for you, and you will not have an option about what you look like.
Yeah, so that'll be great.
But only I will have a spinning throne.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
no one else.
Naturally.
Come on.
Okay.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah. So hopefully we see more of that.
Yeah, one day, if I ever find love, keep your eyes peeled for that Instagram story. I can't wait to see Brian Scally in the black leather dress. That's going to be a good look for him.
He's going to rock it. Okay, let's talk about some of the magic from this week on the live feeds.
Yes.
So we talked about Brittany is on her way to being on the block or up for eviction this Thursday. I have a clip of Brittany is working on her speech in front of the house. Are you interested in seeing this clip that somebody captured from the live feeds.
See, I'm a little concerned it might be too spooky, but I'm willing to give it a chance if you are.
Oh yeah, it's definitely spooky. Let me just go ahead and cue this up.
Okay.
And okay, hopefully that you'll be able to hear this. And let me share this screen and share the
So
audio.
much technology goes into
There's a lot going on the Slop. Okay,
this is the highest tech podcast on the network by far.
yes. Okay, hold on. And here we go. Share the audio. All right, let's try this. All right. Can you hear this?
No. It sounds like a ghost. I don't hear anything. I just hear white noise.
Yeah, the white noise is a good description of this. Yeah.
No, I don't hear the rap. Do you hear? Should I? I guess I could just click the link myself.
Here, you know what? Let me go. Let me try to share it from. If you don't need the visual.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Here's Brittany's rap from YouTube.
I love you all so much. I'm sorry if I scared you, but if I'm being honest, I was scared too. Saw my face on the wall, and I was like, wow, beautiful face, but hell no, get me out. This week was crazy, full of laughs and tears. I've cried enough this week to last me 5 years. House guest friends, I love you all dearly, but I hope you can all see one thing clearly. I love this game. I came here to play, so when you go in that booth, vote for me to stay.
Why, Kirsten? Why do people do this?
Well, she had one thing right. I am also scared. Rob, if we knew why people did this, we could fix the societal issues that cause it so that it would stop happening. But that's one of the worst raps we've seen on Big Brother. Certainly, I can't definitively say the worst because Big Brother Canada keeps doing group raps every season.
Right. I mean, you have to go all the way back to Mike Boogie in Big Brother 2.
Yeah, like there's too many over the course of history to definitively say that was the worst, but that certainly was the worst thing I've heard in quite some time. Now, what was the visual like? Can you describe to me how her body is moving while she does it?
Very, very still and like she's like putting out like she's like doing like a presentation.
Like just
I wouldn't say there was a lot of flow.
See, well, we heard
But
it. We know there's not flow.
Karate.
She just goes one punch.
It was a lot of it was like she was stiff.
You know what? The rhymes were also stiff. I think that Brittany should consider putting the mic down. Put the mic down, bro.
Yes. Okay. I'm not sure if Wendell is watching Big Brother this season, but
we need him to step in.
Put the mic down, bro. Stop rapping. You're trash.
That actually, do you think they could just play that clip for all Big Brother contestants moving forward? Like
they could just have it like on a loudspeaker.
Like, let's nip that in the bud, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I guess people didn't like Brittany's rap.
Sorry. Wow.
I'm not, because Mike Boogie's doing a different rap now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
A longer rap for Mike Boogie.
A whole rap.
Although I think he's still on Cameo.
How much does Mike Boogie cost on Cameo?
Are you interested to know? That's a classic segment here on the show.
I mean, I always want to know.
Yeah. I think that it's
my guess is gonna be like $15 because he just needs to pay those legal fees fast.
Yeah, so it looks like so Mike Boogie is still active on the Cameo, and you could see him here for the low price of just $39 for a Mike Boogie cameo.
Now, what's his most recent cameo?
Okay, here, let me if you want it, I can play you the audio here of Mike Boogie cameo. Oh, I'm so happy that we're
5.0 rating.
Look, the man is delivering. Okay, let's see. Okay, Mike Boogie cameos, and I guess you can get his current takes on the season. Okay, here, let's see what's going on with Mike Boogie.
2. I have a new goal. It's called Me and the Cameo Fans are going to have me make more money than the third place finisher. Can we get there together? It's so realistic. It's so realistic. With the peasantry wages that
He
they're
doesn't seem
paying,
okay, Kirsten.
people to be on there.
This is really sad.
Yeah, this is too sad. It's too sad.
It's
For a
too
lot of reasons.
spooky.
Too sad. Chilltown, R.I.P. Xavier had it right.
Ugh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, too sad. Okay. doesn't
I'm
sound-
really sorry I brought that into all of our lives.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
really
That's
sorry.
bad. I thought it was a good idea, but it was a bad idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't think. I
Don't
wasn't-
blame Kirsten. I'll take the blame for that one. That was not great. Okay. So Asa told a story this week on the Big Brother live feeds about why she wasn't allowed to have cable. It started on the live feeds, then we had a feed blackout that we had to go to check out on social media. Here's the start of the story from Asa of a story about why she was not allowed to have cable television.
Reason why I didn't grow up watching television, I didn't have television in the house, was because I used to have cable, and I love the Power Rangers. That was my favorite show.
Sure.
I love them.
I love Power Rangers as well.
I love them. 5 years old. I don't know why I did this, but my dad came home from work, and I jumped on his back.
Okay. We cut to feeds cut.
cut.
Yeah, thanks to Miriam, who's was very excited for the slop today for the feed clip. But when we go to, we have a clip from the wonderful world of Oz. Says she tells the story in the red Power Ranger costume. When I was 4, I crept on top of the fridge, waited for my father to get home, then leapt on top of his back naked with a kitchen knife, screaming the Power Rangers theme song. My father, mortified, declared that day no more cable will be streamed in the house. That was the last time I saw my beloved Power Rangers, amongst many other shows. 26 years later, I got to live out my childhood dreams with my girls. It gives a bunch of names during the 90s themed ride. I also have cable now. Look at how things have come full circle. Hashtag I got cable now. Hashtag it's morphin' time. Hashtag Power Rangers. Great segue for check out Jason Reed and Chappelle on Push a Recaps talking about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie this week.
Iconic. It's like she did it for us.
She did it for us. Kirsten, I have to say, if any television show made my kids not only get naked, not only climb on top of the refrigerator, but also climb on top of the refrigerator with a knife, that's it too. We're done. We're done. No TVs, no screen time.
See, my only concern is like, and now I have to put myself in the place of like someone who has children, which is not the case again.
Yeah.
Now, would I
Do your
be
cats go on top of the refrigerator?
They do. Yeah, they jump up there, but they don't jump down onto me. They just like go up there to be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm on top of the fridge." Cats like to have, the height advantage.
Sure.
But like, here's the thing. So let's say my cats got really addicted to Power Rangers, and as a result, they climbed up on top of the fridge with a knife in their paw to jump onto my back and presumably kill me. I might be too afraid of them to take the Power Rangers away. Like, I might be like, just, you can have as much screen time as you want. It's fine. Just please don't kill me.
Yeah.
A hostage situation,
Why did the Power Rangers get her to be naked? That I feel like that, if anything, I think the Power Rangers famously are very much like they always wear their costumes.
Well, but the costume is very tight to the body, right? So
they're seemingly naked.
It's like being naked to a child, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know what kids are thinking.
Yeah, maybe I could get Dominic or Anthony in here to explain that one.
Bring in your children and ask them why they get naked when they shouldn't get naked. I don't think they know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So thankfully, yeah, Asa can check out the Power Rangers. Last week on the Slop, Kirsten, we talked with Jenny
Yes.
Autumn and we went through the entire intro package for Big Brother
Yes.
23. We talked about what our intro moves would be. Did you give any thought to what your intro move would be?
So I did think about it. This did come up. And so I feel like maybe I'd do like the double hair flip, like
Yeah.
hi, like double hair flip, or alternatively, and Jenny Autumn did bring this up. I would be doing the shopping cart, pay your groceries.
All right. So we talked a little bit about like what are they like? How do they come up with those? Do they tell you what to do, or do you get to pick? This is a live feed clip from at BB Feedstar. Had very very good source for Big Brother clips. Has this clip of Claire telling the story of her trying to get her moves through.
They had me do it. I went through, I swear, 4 songs. Like they had me doing it.
I don't know why
They were like,
every time.
So I guess the part of it is that they just have like the music on? You come into the room like, or do they have other music on? Like, all right, like let's see you dance, Claire.
Yeah, I think it's just other music. I think that's definitely what it is.
What song is it? What song is the comparable beat to?
But I think that's the thing.
Britney's rap.
It won't be a comparable beat. And also, it's rude to Beats Everywhere to say that Britney's rap had one. Okay, so take that back. I think it's probably just like some generic pop song. Like,
yeah.
It could be anything. It could be whatever's like on the radio, but like obviously not actually on the radio because then they could hear, from the outside world. I think it's probably just like,
They can't let them hear what song is on the radio before they go in the house?
Well, no, because like they could hear like the ads on the radio and then they'd know that the outside
okay,
world,
so not FM
Robert.
radio. Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
it couldn't be FM radio.
Yeah.
I think it even could be like music that they brought in that they like. Because if you watch the intro packages, which I know you have done very closely,
yeah,
they're not to the beat of the theme song.
I guess not. Yeah.
Like they're not hitting the beat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Britney's rap.
Yeah. So all right. So they just had Claire go for a while.
She wrong.
You look like a kid, like a character from Kids.
Wait, they told you to do that?
Yes, they told me. I didn't bring that in. They said, "How about like a cross arms and then you break and you smile?" And I said, "Okay." They said, "What did you bring?" And I said, "Nothing. Like I didn't bring anything." I didn't know.
So yeah, it's BYOM. You bring your own moves, and if you don't have one, they give you one.
And they obviously don't tell them that it's bring your own move. So for any like future contestants, start thinking now, what move will you bring?
I'm very distracted. I got Mike Boogie on loop here, giving me like weird winks and stuff. I gotta like
that is too spooky. That's too spooky.
Yeah, let me just open up this picture of these people in the cult again from the
that's
Faith
way
Center.
less spooky. Yeah,
way less spooky than Mike Boogie.
Yeah, whatever's going on with that guy. Ugh.
Yeah. All right. So good to know, future Big Brother contestants. So have your moves ready to go when you come to be cast for Big Brother. Okay.
Yes.
How about Kirsten? I know you're a big fan of the game Mafia.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Why would you not be?
One of the great players out there, Kirsten MacInnis, of course.
Yes, gets killed the second day every game, according to the public.
No stranger to Jordan Kalish's Mafia games.
That's too spooky. Don't bring that back up for me.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about Jordan Kalish. It's too spooky.
And so Jordan Kalish, that he sets up the games, but apparently they played Big Brother in the, or they played Mafia in the Big Brother house,
That's right.
which, Kirsten, seems like a wild idea.
So I think it makes a lot of sense if you're like a savvy person to try to bring up playing Mafia, because you can try to get a sense of people's tells, if they're good liars, if they're good manipulators, that kind of thing. I know Taryn on the update this week was talking about how if he played Mafia, he would want to lose, but he wouldn't want people to know he wanted them to beat him.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great entry level strategy to, Big Brother Mafia. But
What
I
would
think
you
the
do?
real thing is you insert fake tells. So you lie, you make up
Oh,
like
wow.
a fake tell for when you're lying. And then when you don't do it, when you lie during the game,
What would
like maybe
fake
it's
tell
like
be?
maybe it's like, oh, I spin my hair when I'm lying, like, and I don't even realize it, or like oh, I like adjust my like shirt every time I lie, or like no, I can't do that because I adjust my shirt too much in my life. But like, oh, like maybe like pick at your nails, like when like insert something into, you know, the atmosphere of the house of like, oh, this is what Kirsten does when she's lying, and then people will think, oh, well, Kirsten's always honest with me because she's never like doing that when we're talking in the game.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. This is like
That's
next level
next
strategy.
level.
Wow. Okay. Kirsten, this is incredible. Are you
But
going to bring up Mafia?
Bring up me?
Like when you go for Big Brother Canada All-Stars, that you're going to bring up this idea?
Hey, don't talk about All-Stars. Come on, you're gonna ruin my chance. I'm obviously a lock for that.
This is patron only.
I feel like it's actually something that I had thought about in the past. Was like, if I can narrate the Mafia game, I could just watch what everybody's doing. That's where you're at. Like, you don't want to play Mafia, you want to get everyone else to play Mafia, and you tell the story, right?
Yes, because who wants to play Mafia? I will run it.
Yeah, it's like there were things I thought about before Big Brother, like getting them to play Mafia, like bringing cigarettes as currency, like, you know, stuff like that.
So you would tell the producers that you smoke just to have a bunch of cigarettes.
Yeah, like, let me bring in a carton of cigarettes and I will use them for my advantage. Thank God I didn't ultimately buy the cigarettes, because then I probably would have just ended up smoking them and then become a smoker afterwards. But yeah, you go in with all these thoughts and plans. And so, you know, get the people playing Mafia.
Okay.
And then it's like, just there's layers, because the people playing are trying to trick everybody else and you, and then you have to figure out what's real and what's fake. It's like Big Brother within Big Brother.
So you're saying that potentially the greatest Big Brother player that we might see in this generation could be Jordan Kalish?
No, I wouldn't go that far off. Come on.
Yeah, because it sounds to me that's exactly what you're saying.
The problem there, though, is that Jordan Kalish would bring in his Mafia. How dare you?
That's him in the diary room. He's ready to go.
Another day.
Another day. Another morning. Another bagel.
The problem is Jordan Kalish would start Mafia in the Big Brother house, and then he'd add in some dumb Frenching rule like, oh, this person's the veto winner this week, and they can protect half of the people for one night only, but then they can also take 3 nights off, and then also they become a killer if they live long. Like, it would just be too complicated.
You're the Shelley Moore. You get one investigation, one. Wait, what am I? Okay. All right.
Yeah. So then everyone would, of course, you know, lose respect for him, and he would get sent home shortly after.
Never. Not true. Okay.
That's planting seeds, baby.
Okay. So let's then talk about this Mafia game. And so we saw where Alyssa was calling out Tiffany, which a mistake.
Yeah, don't
all the way around.
Don't ever do that.
Don't come for Tiffany. Here is a clip. Yeah, don't. Again, that it's a bad idea to, even in Mafia, to gun for Tiffany, because you will not like the results. Here is what happens when Alyssa is trying to come for Tiffany in the game of Mafia.
Why would I do anything?
Okay, all right, Alyssa.
Let's vote out Tiffany because my boobs are sensing that it's Tiffany, and then
Okay.
you don't.
Okay. She says that, just in case that wasn't clear, she said, let's vote for Tiffany because my boobs are sensing that it's Tiffany.
Yeah, Alyssa has ESPN or something. Like, I don't know. What else is she supposed to say to that?
Yeah. Well, here's what Tiffany had to say to that.
Tiffany, and then
Okay.
You don't even have no boobs. Good night. Good night.
Gabby's like,
Derek X had a tremendous reaction to that. He couldn't believe it.
He's never heard anything like it before, and honestly, neither have I.
Yeah. It's a wild Mafia game. That doesn't happen to you if you're running the game like Kirsten.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you run the game, because then nobody is body shaming you for your psychic body parts. Now, do you think that would work? Like, I know we did Podcaster Mafia with
Yep.
Kaylis, right? Do you think that we could form an alliance for any future Podcaster Mafia, and I could be like, no, Rob's good. Like, my boob said it's not him. Wouldn't work? Okay.
I'm confused. What part are we doing? That somebody's saying that they
It's
have
to protect
intuition?
you.
Yeah.
They want to put you out. I'm like, no. I have intuition. I know it's not Rob.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take it any chance I can get to just not be murdered.
Well, I don't know if I can help you with that, because I always get murdered.
Yeah, it's not an easy game. Okay.
It's tough.
All right. So I then, of course, we have Kirsten MacInnis here, one of the co-hosts of the Love Island Wrap Up with Brian Scott. How is the season of Love Island?
It's okay.
Yeah, you don't love it.
I don't Love Island it quite yet, but we haven't gotten into any of the like really wild twists yet. So
Yes.
I think we can still have some hope.
What's the issue? You don't like the people?
It's just like not that exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like there's like some people that are just, they're settled down, they're together, and then we get nothing else. And there's all these like rumors that people like might know each other, because I think like all the hot people on Instagram are just all following each other. So
It makes
then
sense.
there's a lot of information out there of like, oh, this person knows this person who comments on this. And one of them might be exes with their current couple's like best friend. So then it's like, well, they knew each other already.
Okay.
I
Well,
like,
this is
where's
getting
the girl
tangled.
code? Why are you dating your friend's ex on TV?
It's a good question.
Too
This was.
spooky.
I had some inspiration. I like to go on the Big Brother Reddit, and I saw this thread today about my favorite CBS show of the summer, Love Kyland.
Love Kyland.
So, yes, shout out to Maclo3 on Reddit, who put that together. And so it got me thinking, we have Kirsten here.
That's right.
Maybe should we play a little Love Kyland and do a check-in on the showmances? Now, Frenchie famously said that he had one goal in this house over the summer, and he was going to make sure that there were no showmances in the house. Frenchie is the showmance killer.
That's right. That you need to have one every season. But there's new casting this year, but they're still putting, young hot people in the house.
Yes. But, Frenchie has been a failure in all that he set out to do. As the self-proclaimed showmance killer, looks like that despite Frenchie's best efforts, it seems like that there are some showmances potentially starting to blossom.
That's right. Now, everyone, of course, on Twitter and in the fandom is very excited about any prospect of Hannah and Derek X. They look very cute together. They're sometimes, snuggled up on various surfaces in the house. Very adorable. They're who we're all rooting for, right? And so I would say that like if they were on any of these hot dummies on an island show,
let's set up the premise here of that we want to just take a look at potential showmans in the Big Brother house, and then figure out what show should they be on where Kirsten might talk about them.
Yes. And so based on Hannah and Derek X, like everyone's rooting for them. We all love them. So I'd of course have to put them on the show where the audience votes for the winner. So they would have to be on Love Island.
You think Love Island?
Love Island. They would be on there because at the end they would get voted by America to win the 100,000. And it also works with the like Brent and Hannah thing where like Brent clearly is like kind of interested in Hannah, but she's not really. And Brent will say things like, "Oh my God, I left Hannah and Derek X alone together." Like, "Oh my God, I have to go." Like
when he says that,
he could
what
be
is he worried about? That they're going to like talk about him, or that they're going to hit it off?
I think he's worried that they're going to hit it off. So he's trying to keep them apart. So he would be like, another Islander on Love Island. He'd be coming in to try and win Hannah away from Derek X, but he cannot. He's no Derek X.
I mean, you wouldn't even have that happen on Love Island where somebody be like, oh my God, I left those two people together.
No, it might.
It might
happen.
It might.
It could happen.
Yes. No, Hannah and Derek X, I almost feel like they're too pure for one of these shows. Like, I feel like I could see them like on The Amazing Race as like, we're the dating couple.
Yeah, but how did they start dating? Love Island.
I guess so.
Come on. What? They couldn't pause. Like, no. Out of the shows that I can talk about, they would have to be
We're
Love
best
Island.
friends, and then maybe they are on the race
they
together.
fall
They
in
have
love on the
chemistry.
race.
Yeah. What do you think of that?
I think it's too cute.
Too cute.
I think you're getting too cute here, Rob.
All right.
And I just think Love Island makes sense because then with the Brent situation too, like it just works.
All right. Well, let's talk about Christian and Alyssa. This was the original showmance that Frenchie saw happening. Now, they have gotten closer and closer as time has gone out. Would that be a great exit for Frenchie if then Christian and Alyssa just start making out as Frenchie walks out the door?
That would be perfect.
Showmance!
And then he would tell it was all part of his plan.
I was the showmance killer. Daggone showmance right in front of my face.
Well, I guess he just did not use his power week 1 well enough to prevent the showmances.
Yeah.
Come
that's
on.
a French kiss if I ever saw one. And that's my move. Why do you think they call me Frenchie?
No, stop.
Is that why you got that name?
Take it back.
Sorry.
I don't want to think about that.
Sorry.
Come on, too spooky.
Christian and Alyssa, what show are they on?
I think easy, done, dusted, too hot to handle.
Too hot to handle.
Easy.
I mean, okay, so who do you think would be giving the money to Lana?
Christian.
I
think also like Brent would probably try to get rid of a lot of money on that show too. But I could see him being like the Peter where like no one really clicks with him, but he's like trying to lose the money.
Yeah, he has Peter vibes, I think. Brent does. So
big Peter energy.
Yeah. So do you feel like that Christian and Alyssa could work out?
Absolutely not. Under no circumstance. They might not even make it through the season.
Will they get the a green text message from Lana on the wrist?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Who are some other potential showmances that you see?
So Big D has a crush on Frenchie. It's unrequited ish.
Yes.
But I mean, Frenchie goes to Big D for, a lot of reassurance after conversations don't go well with the others. So I'm having a lot of trouble with this. And I think just simply based on the fact that Frenchie's married, they would have to be Temptation Island.
Okay. So Frenchie and his wife go to Temptation Island. And again, much like many of the participants on Temptation Island, like this is like clearly like Frenchie's idea. Mrs. French does not want any part of being there. That he has told her like no, this would be a great test of our relationship. She's like, I don't want to do this. He's like, no, trust me, it'd be great. And then they get there, and then he's trying to talk to everybody.
Yes, and then plot twist, he hits it off with one of the men instead of the women tempters.
Yeah. Okay.
It could happen.
Mark L. Wahlberg, that would be plenty for him to talk about.
I feel like Mark L. Wahlberg would have so much to say to Frenchie. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
He'd be furious.
He would be angry.
Yeah, he'd be like, you came here to work on your relationship and you're not even trying to work on your relationship. He'd be mad. He'd be pulling on his therapist hat and he'd be going for it. Now it's not a couple, that exists in the house, but I do feel like Tiffany should be the Bachelorette and Jacob Jones and Chappelle would both be on that season easily.
Oh, well, that's interesting because both of these fine podcasters have both expressed interest in Tiffany.
Chappelle did say it first.
She also, I believe that we found out that she does follow Taryn on Twitter.
Wow. We are all but like 1 degree of separation from Tiffany then.
Yeah. So
It's wild.
interesting.
Chappelle said he's ready to be a dad.
Okay.
He said he'll be a stepdad. I don't think Jacob's ready to be a stepdad.
I mean, that I believe that he is inquiring about it.
I'm gonna have to back my twin Chappelle here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll see. We'll see who gets there first. Okay. That we're gonna see that she's gonna have her pick.
Oh yeah, no. I think Tiffany says jump, and they're both saying how high, so that could be very entertaining.
Yeah. All right. Any other couples that you see potentially on any other shows you cover?
Sadly, I think that's it for the couples. I think that's it for Love Island.
Yeah. Okay. Who might be on BoJack Horseman?
Wow. Brent Champagne would be on it because he's
as a
deeply
farmer,
flawed.
I've seen every single horse, but I ain't never seen a horse actor in my life.
I think Frenchie could be, there's the episode of BoJack where they go to the chicken farm and he could be there. And instead of an actual chicken farming chickens, it would just be Frenchie farming the chickens. So that's pretty messed up. But
okay. I got one more question for you, and then we take some questions from the live chat, who's been very fun here during this episode today. If you have some questions for Kirsten and I that are particularly sloppy, this came in from Amit K, who wanted to ask, any chance that Frenchie becomes a wall yeller after he is evicted from the house? If so, what would he yell? Now, we know that Frenchie's already a diary room yeller.
Yes. Yes,
could you not see Frenchie returning to the house, not as a player, but as somebody who across the street needs to still inflict his will on the house?
I think that there are three things certain in life: death, taxes, and Frenchie being a wall yeller. As long as he's not kept out of LA somehow, he'll be yelling over that wall.
Hey, everybody! Yeah, I gotta tell you about all the showmances in the dang on house. Derek F for America's Player.
Yes.
Sarah Beth is not a voice actress. He's going to be doing the wall yeller, that he's going to be trying to do the banner plane. There is precedent for this, Kirsten, because that the great, the infamous, I should say.
Yeah, I was going to say the great.
Glenn Garcia, famously of the Joey Rodriguez scandal. I mean, the Joey Rodriguez catfish scandal was so great that nobody even remembers that he allegedly got a drone to drop a blow up mattress or blow up doll. Sorry, we've moved a lot, Kirsten. A blow up doll into the Big Brother 18 backyard with a message.
Now, do we remember what the message was?
I may rely on the chat for this. What was it that Joey Rodriguez / Glenn Garcia.
Did it say like they should totally hook up, like space ! Or Glenn was robbed?
Your dream for me, everything that happened here with Glenn in BB18, but I feel like that this did it happen during the season also that he got exposed, or was it after the season?
It was after the season, because I vividly remember the Glenn exposed party, and it happened towards the end of November.
Okay, yes. Okay, so it happened after the season, but BBOTT was still on.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know if he dropped if the blow up doll got flown into the Big Brother 18 house or the Big Brother OTT house.
Maybe why not both? Maybe he did it twice.
Okay. I got to be careful with what I'm searching for. I don't want my Google history to
open up an incognito window, Rob. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Okay. Maximus Mom says it said something about James BB18. So it was during BB18. So there is precedent for an early boot trying to somehow get back into the action.
Now, see, I thought that he was just going to write a bunch of notes and leave them in people's socks to discover after he was already gone.
Yeah.
Like his wife left for him.
Kirsten, let me tell you something that I'm going to blow up the internet right now. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Frenchie wrote those letters to himself.
No.
Yeah, he definitely did. Come on.
No, you don't think he just has a wife who loves him so much that she writes him notes and hides them in his socks?
I don't know.
I know that when I used to date a man,
yes,
there's nothing I would have wanted more than to put something loving into his disgusting socks.
That this man came in with a million plans. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have an alliance like this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And then that look, maybe she did, but I 70% chance he wrote the notes to himself.
But wait. What if she did write the notes, but he made her do it and told her what to write?
Maybe.
Like, hey, honey, our love story is gonna be so big
honey,
if you just do this.
If it's my handwriting, they'll recognize it. The letters have to be in your handwriting.
The ones he leaves for the house guest will be cut out from magazine clippings, like a serial killer letter.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's going to go great for Frenchie outside of the house. I think he is going to haunt the producers in a very not so spooky way.
Frenchie is going to haunt all of our lives. He is going to be all over Twitter. He is going to try to be on every single podcast. He may start his own podcast. He will be at every single alumni event until the end of time. Will he be at the BB Can versus BBUS boxing match next month?
Well, who will he fight?
Well, I don't think he'll get
to card.
I don't think he'll get to fight in the next one, but they are doing a second boxing event, which maybe I might be releasing an exclusive here. So if you heard it, you did not hear it from me.
Wait, hold on, Kirsten MacInnis.
But they are
Kirsten, slow down. Are you telling us that you are participating?
No.
International Battle Royale.
Absolutely not. But I did get a text message that they are planning a second event. And I did have the option. I could sign up to box if I wanted to.
Yes. Who would you box? Karen Singbeil to reestablish your rivalry with her?
I mean, we're both from the same BB Can franchise, so I would have to fight someone from BB US.
Who would you fight from BB US?
See, I need help. Who would I fight? It has to be someone who would agree to fight, you know?
Yeah. Would you fight a man?
I don't think that would go great for me.
I don't know.
But I don't think fighting a girl would go great for me either. Seth is saying Big Meech. I think I can maybe beat up Big Meech.
Yeah. Okay.
But is it worth the trouble? But yeah, so I think Frenchie will probably be on the card for that event.
Yes.
Yeah.
But who does he fight? Pop and Paul? Who is the
No, Pop and Paul loves himself too much to do that. I think
it's Frenchie versus the French Canadian.
So Will from BB Can 4? I don't think he would do it.
Frenchie versus the French.
Frenchie versus Sabrina. She's also from Quebec.
Okay. So
I think she would destroy his life.
Hey, he's former military. You never know. Maybe does he fight a showmance? He's a showmance killer.
Ooh, okay. Kevin Martin.
Kevin Martin versus Frenchie? Because he has so many showmances.
Wait, Kevin's about to marry his showmance.
Okay. We'll see.
That's pretty serious.
All right, but that'll be very fun. And I'm sure we'll have some more updates about the Big Brother battle. Is that what it's called? Battle Royal? Battle Royale?
No, here. Let me look up to see exactly what it's called so that no one is adding us about it. Because again, we brought it up today, so it's free. But if other people bring up this fight to me, they do owe me money at paypal.me/Kirsten said what. It's called Celebrity Fight Night. Reality TV boxing showdown.
They can't say Big Brother. They'll get sued. Okay. So what's it called? Celebrity boxing? Celebrity
net fights.
Okay. Boy, we're really using the term celebrity very loosely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone out here thinks you're going on Big Brother is going to make you famous, you need to adjust your expectations. Like that is not the case. They asked me about that in casting. They were like, "Oh, or like you'll be famous," and I was like, "Absolutely not. You spend like 5 minutes on like the G list, and then you're sliding down the alphabet. Like this is not a place to get famous."
Yeah, so just in case people don't know, there is a Big Brother boxing event between Big Brother Canada and Big Brother US.
August 6th in Arlington, Texas.
August 6th. There are matchups like Adam Pike versus Josh Martinez.
John Party versus Fessy.
Yeah, Tom Plant versus Jeremy Maguire, epic rivalry.
Now, I actually have a serious question about this.
Dallas versus Nick Macaroni.
Enzo is fighting too. Who's Enzo fighting?
Jose versus Hansa. That's actually a good one. John Party versus Fessy.
Yeah. I think Enzo is
fighting Godfrey.
Yeah.
Enzo's gonna
die. Yeah.
Oh no. Hannah.
Here's the serious question though. I could get an affiliate link for this event and make a commission off of people purchasing this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Should I do this?
Well, why not? I mean, get that money, girl. Is that right? Is that right? No?
I mean, not from you, but maybe from other people that would sound right.
Other people would say that. Beast Mode Cowboy is fighting. Who is Michael Stubley?
He was the only person voted out of BB Can 8.
Oh, okay. How do they set up these matchups? Do they like show them like a?
I think they had to be by weight class.
Class.
I also don't believe that Godfrey and Enzo would ever be in the same weight class. Because Enzo's pretty short, right?
I don't know. I've never stood next to him.
Because Godfrey's tall.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Enzo's gonna die.
Enzo's gonna die. I think John Party also might die.
Yes. Oh, who's John Party fighting?
Fessy. And like I saw, one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my entire life was an Instagram video John Party posted like a week ago of him just on top of a mountain, shirtless, like shadow boxing, being like, "Oh, Fessy, I'm gonna get you. Like, I might not look like much, but like, I'm gonna get you."
Yeah, I think Fessy's definitely in better shape, but like John Party, I feel like that he might have a 6-pack before the fight, and I feel like that he's gonna bring it.
You think John Party's gonna bring it?
Look, I mean,
he did used to play hockey, so maybe he was a brawler.
Yeah, I think he's a brawler. I think he's a brawler. I don't know.
He's so big.
Fessy's big, but does he get in real fights? I bet John Party's probably gotten 3 fights this week.
Fessy has like genuinely injured people on the challenge.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Fessy.
He like hurts people.
Yeah. Okay.
Enzo's 6 feet tall.
Could be generous.
I think maybe he says he's 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I know. 6 feet is what he gets paid for. It was a long way to get that. Okay.
Not bad.
All right. Let's see. Does anybody else have some sloppy questions? No, I feel like that this boxing match, there's too much here to talk about here. I
think you need to do a special edition of the Slop just about the pay-per-view boxing match.
Yeah, I think we might need to.
Definitely keep that patron exclusive.
Okay. We'll take some questions if you have them. But Kirsten, what's coming up for you?
Well, of course, Love Island. We're releasing 2 episodes a week. The next episode we are going to record tomorrow night with Sasha Joseph. It's going to be very exciting. Yes. And then this weekend we'll record with you. So that's a dream. So people should go follow the Love Island wrap up as well. I'm sure I'll be back to talk about Big Brother.
Boy, that's going to be a lot for me to come in on the heels of Sasha, who's a top podcast guest. Sasha is going to kills it on every podcast.
She does. She's a dream. She's an angel. So you're going to have big shoes to fill. We've had nothing but like great guests back to back.
Can you book a worse guest and then have me come in after that? Like, I think that's a lot. That's going to be high expectations.
No, we only have good guests. I'm sorry, Rob. So you're going to have to just meet our expectations of Sasha.
Bring it.
You're gonna have to bring it. This is like your celebrity fight night. You versus Sasha as Love Island
Who would I
guests.
fight on Celebrity Fight Night?
I feel like the obvious answer is Boston Rob, right? It'd be like, which Rob is the one that really sucks?
Come on, we're not in the same weight class. Come on. How dare you?
I mean, I don't know anybody's weight classes, okay? I'm just going for the narrative. Come on.
Yeah.
Who's in your weight class that you would fight then? You tell me.
I don't know.
Like, would you have to fight someone from Survivor Australia?
Yeah, maybe I have to fight like Nick Iadanza. He's too nice.
I don't know, but maybe he could, like, I don't know. I feel like he could get you.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be tough.
Edward Morrison wants you to die. He suggests Will Sims.
Will Sims. Yikes.
Trying to kill you.
Will Sims already wanted to fight me one time at to leave a party once.
Yeah, he already feels like a rage towards you.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah. Johnny Fairplay. I'd feel good about that.
I don't know.
What do you think?
He's already been knocked down publicly before.
Yeah,
he doesn't want it to happen again.
He's taken more punches, certainly, than I have.
Yeah. That's like Rockstar was practicing for her fight against Maddie from BB
Rockstar's fighting too?
Rockstar's fighting
By the way,
Maddie
happy
from
birthday
BB
to
Can
Rockstar's daughter.
Just on her birthday, disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And she posted a video on her Instagram recently where she was just doing a plank. And her trainer was just kicking her in the stomach repeatedly. So she's like getting ready to take a punch. I think Maddie fought Godfrey to practice this week, though.
How'd that go?
She had bruises.
I
didn't like it.
I didn't think that doesn't sound great. Yeah.
But I don't really know because I did not turn on the audio of that Instagram story. So
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I can't believe on my daughter's birthday.
Yeah, and also June Song's birthday today.
It's much more celebratory, I think.
Yes. Okay.
Happy birthday, June Song.
All right. Of course, Kirsten, this was so fun.
What a dream! I can't believe I finally got to come on the Slop.
Okay, I'm so glad that you were here and made time for us. We got to talk to Frenchie of all people.
No podcast will ever live up to this one for me again because I am assuming I will never speak with Frenchie again.
Thank you again to Frenchie for making time
so
to
much,
talk with us,
Frenchie.
taking a break from his campaigning. Of course, that was incredible. So thank you so much, Frenchie, for that. Yes. And then, of course, thanks everybody who was here with us live. These have been so fun.
What a dream.
Yeah. We'll be back again next Monday for another edition of The Slop. Plenty of Big Brother still coming your way this week, including the live feed update every day. Tomorrow night will be the BB Roundtable. And while the Roundtable is going on, I'll be talking about the 11th best season of Survivor Philippines. So very much looking forward to that one with Brian Cohen and Ari Ferrari. That's going to be, I think, a fun one. And, of course, we'll be back with more Big Brother on Wednesday and Thursday. Kirsten, anything else you want to share with the listeners?
Just if they want to hear more from me, they can follow me on social media at Kirsten Said What, including twitch.tv/Kirsten Said What. And I also have a BoJack Horseman rewatch podcast called BoJack Horse Pod with the great Lindsay Wilson. And I don't know why, because there's not any like current episodes, but I just feel compelled to plug Kowski Cast today. It's Frail Mary. I'm her co-host. So you should definitely go listen to that podcast.
Frenchie said that he wanted to help out the women podcasters.
Yeah. So definitely go follow at Frail Mary on every platform, as well as the Kowski Cast. That is cow with a K.
Okay. All right. Thank you all so much for checking out The Slop. We'll be back next Monday with more Big Brother nonsense. If you see nonsense happening, let us know. robinswebsite.com/getsloppy. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
Sir.